Alright, welcome back to Calamari Ag. My name is Matt, and I have to apologise, which I seem to do a lot, but we have actually started harvest. We have repped some peas. We're about halfway through our pea paddock. We've only got the one. But it's been a bit hard to film anything because we haven't really had a good start. I repped a couple hectares. Moisture wasn't quite ready to go. We then had a shower of rain. I think we had 6 mil. Then we got going on a day that they were forecast more rain, and then we were stopped. Then we had more rain. Then I started reaping yesterday, which was good, until I got into a better part of the paddock and the moisture went up because the peas were better. They're not quite ripe. So we are so close to just being going, but we're not. We just need a couple of 30-degree days to ripen everything, and then we'll be basically into it with our ears laid back. But so far the machine's been going well. We've got some peas. We do have the big dog on the chaser bin at the moment, and that's a whole saga. Ideally, I picked up our other tractor the other day, and that was going to go on, like our 340 was at the dealership having warranty work done on it. And yeah, I got halfway up my driveway and something went catastrophically wrong in the transmission. So yeah, that's the new one. That's 258 engine hours, and that tractor has been loaded up this morning and has gone back to the dealership. But no one can believe it. The mechanics are just like, yep, they're in. They just can't believe it. Just absolutely, yeah, everyone's shaking their head. Like, dealership's been really good, but they're just, no one can believe that we've done something wrong with another Magnum. So yeah, even case have been good because it's all under warranty. Dealership's been excellent. They've actually, the mechanics have worked their butts off, and our old 340 that we traded on the new 340, the motor rocked up 2 weeks ago. They spent the last 2 days flat out putting it all in, and we are getting our old 340 back as a loan tractor while our new 340 is up being torn apart. I don't really know what's gone wrong yet. It doesn't sound good. The mechanics don't know until they get it up there and start tearing it apart. But yeah, so the long and the short is the old 340 is coming back and it's going to go on the chaser bin. And that should be being loaded up in the next hour to come back. Yeah, it's just one of those things. If you don't laugh, you'll cry. And yeah, the dealership, like, they're just devastated because they reckon their machines are meant to be pretty good, and for us to have two sort of major issues in 1 year is, yeah, we're just shaking our heads too. We can't believe it, but it's not their fault. They're doing everything right. Case are doing everything right. It is what it is. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about it. It's just, we're all in disbelief. But anyway, it'll be coming back. At the moment, we are just leaving that one sitting there. It's not actually, I'll show you. I can't remember if I showed you or not. Just making sure I'm just fueling up the diesel. But the Hallmaster chaser bin has a joystick, hydraulic joystick, that not a joystick that controls the hydraulics for all the functions, for the up, down, spout, pivot, door open. But we haven't actually hooked it up yet because at the moment it's only really been a filled bin. We've been loading the truck as we go. We haven't really been using it flat out because peas don't take that, hopefully you can hear over the wind, peas don't take that much to reap, so that's what that one's for. But we can control all the functions through the wireless Wi-Fi, so we can control it from a phone, from a tablet, do everything the joystick does. It's just a little bit delayed. It's not ideal if you're flat out reaping wheat or something like that. You want the joystick, but for what we're doing now, it's just working. And if we really wanted to, we could throw it in a hurry. But we're going to have the other tractor back, and on there, we're full. which is better for the chaser bin. Well, that looks good. The CVT transmission. Hopefully you can hear. The CVT transmission's been is really good for the chaser bin, because you can have the PTO running flat out, loading something, and if you need to move up, you just edge up slowly, whereas the clutch and the power shift in that can get a little bit aggressive. So yeah, so that is the state of play. It is very humid this morning. It's actually quite warm, warmer than I thought. Oh, the wind. Sorry, I put my hand over the lens, but just trying to hide from the wind. It's warmer than I thought it was going to be, so we might get going in a bit, as long as we can get those riper, well, the better peas that were not quite ripe, we can get them to ripen today if the sun's out. That'll be really good. But so far, the big machine's doing its job. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know, I'll leave it there. I'll bring you back later on when I got more to show. Like, yeah. All right, it is the next day. I realised in that last clip, I never actually said, if anyone's new here, go back to when I think we were seeding. And this tractor, which was our old 340, at a bit over 1200 engine hours, ingested dirt, problem with the engine, broken hose clamp. So it went to a dealership. They worked out it needed a new block, new motor, and they gave us a loan tractor, which was the new one we ended up purchasing because it was going to be months waiting for a motor, and we needed a tractor to keep going. So we traded in on the loan unit, which was the new one. And then, yeah, literally a couple of weeks ago, so it took nearly 5 months, the motor turned up. But also, because we'd traded, I did hear that the motor that was for this tractor, they let go to another dealer who needed it in a real pinch, because this was just sitting in their lot and we were going with our new one. But yeah, that's the old 340. It's just under 1300 hours. It's a 2022 Magnum 340 with a brand new motor. So yeah, that's what happened. That's why we traded into the new one in a hurry. But yeah, whatever happened to the other one happened. We'll find out. I'm sure we'll find out. But yeah, we've got this one back as a loan in the meantime. They fitted the jewels all to this one all round, because part of the deal was we wanted our jewels, which were a wider tyre that was on this tractor, on the new tractor, which they'd literally just done. That was one of the jobs I was picking it up from the dealership for. And then they put the tyres that would have been on the new tractor onto this tractor because they were going to sell it. And yeah, well, realistically, they could have left the tyres how they were and we still would have had them. But anyway, this has got 520 joules on the rear, 480s on the front. It'll do the chaser bin, which is what we want. So yeah, it came back. It's back. And it could be here for a while, because I have no doubt that the other one's going to take a bit of time. But it did mean I had pulled this all off, but that's my cameras for my chaser bin, which ties into the Pro 1200 screen. The ag leader wiring was all actually in there still. Like we just took the components and we thought, well, we run all the wires. I think I showed you in one of the videos, go back, about how we installed everything, and it's all nice and neat behind. This one, I've got to tidy up a few things still, but yeah, we weren't going to pull it all out just to get some harnessing out. We left it all in there, which made it really easy to switch back over. Literally put the GPS on the roof, we got the Go 16 and the steer controller, which we just pulled out of the other 340. Yeah, so it's right to go. So on today's list of jobs, we finished the peas. We finished them last night. Oh, it was a slog. It was a real slog, because it tried to rain a couple of times. I went from like 7 kilometers an hour down to 1.5, but then it slowly dried up, and it's quite cold this morning. So, yep, we finished them. So we're going to get the... Sorry, got cut off there, but yeah, what are we up to? We finished the peas. We got a few jobs to do this morning. We'll empty the chaser bin into our, like we brought home some seed in the chaser bin. That's going to go in our seed silo. The rest of it will go in the truck. Oh, the wind. I'll try and duck in the shed here quickly, in the grain shed. And what else we got to do? We got to switch the header over, which is just blowing off. I started blowing it off last night, and it rained, and I went, well, I'm not going to do that in the rain. But now I really need to wash the windows. But yeah, we'll clean all the peas out, get ready to go again. The front, depending on weather, we may put a new knife in. We did buy a new knife. We were waiting for it to come in. This one's a coarse one. It is pretty worn, but we like to run the fine knife for lentils. It's meant to help stop with the shattering. But anyway, we'll put that on, and like I said, when we get this out, get this all emptied, we will put that 340 straight on here. And yeah, I've actually got the joystick already mounted. Be able to hook my cameras up. It literally just needs to be thrown on. It is raining. Might not be harvesting today. So anyway, I'm going to get to work, and yeah, we will see what happens. Well, we got harvesting. We've actually done a bit. What have I done? Nearly 57 hectares today. That is the 340 on the chaser bin. I don't know if you can see me, but we're going. Didn't really film any of the lead up to this because, well, James and Dad got the tractor swapped over and the seed sorted, and I had to put some wires back in some concaves on here. And yeah, we didn't do the knife. We went, well, I think it's windy enough, and it's been windy, 40 km/h winds today, and it's cold. It's like 14 degrees. It's not your typical harvesting weather. A little bit of chaff in the sample of the lentils, but we're going. So now, right after sunset, it is looking very dark and possibly showery again, which they are talking more showers again tomorrow. So anyway, we will keep plodding along. I don't think I'll go much longer. But yeah, anyway, this is a bit of a, this one's all over the place. This is this video, so I'm going to leave it there because I think I've waffled on long enough, and fingers crossed we'll start getting into the swing of it now we're in harvest. Try and get one almost done every day, so we'll see how that goes. But we're going. I've got some cool stuff to show you once we're got my head around it all, and yeah, stay tuned. Thanks for watching.